Greetings, folks. This is Dominic here to talk about today's General Hospital episode. But before I do that, I know I haven't made a video in a long time, well, in the past week or so. But I want to take the time out to really thank the people that watch my videos, subscribe to my channel. This channel actually reached over 100 subscribers. And I haven't been doing these GH videos that long, but just the fact that I actually have over 100 people subscribing to me, meaning you've watched at least one of my videos. And I do these videos completely for fun. I don't do this to I know some people do stuff like to make money and stuff like that, but I don't try to make money out of nothing like this. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for subscribing to me, and more videos will continue to come when I get the time. Sometimes I don't have the time to do a GH recap rant, or a GH recap video. But anyway, let's get into the task at hand. And when I tell you today's episode seriously should have been titled Jealousy, because every freaking body in this episode was jealous of something. Let me just break it down. We had Carly being jealous of Carl. Well, first of all, the episode start with, so we're gonna start off with Franco. Franco is basically at Derek Wells' apartment, at Julian's apartment. And he's basically knocking on the door, threatening him to stay away from Carly. And Julian's basically brushing him aside, saying, "Boy, get out my damn face." And Franco's basically threatening him to stay away from Carly. And then after all that, after Franco's threatening all that, Julian's getting ready to go. Cause Carly, we all know yesterday, Carly asked Julian to go on a date with her, to basically dig up more about it. She asked him to go on a date with her, and he agreed and whatnot. And if you guys don't see, I'm sweating a little bit. I'm getting over a bad cold, and when I'm sick and stuff like that, I'm currently, like I said, getting over a cold. I'm not sick currently, but I'm currently getting over a cold. And I sweat a lot it seems like after I've been sick, I sweat a lot. So, just disregard me. Well, just look over the sweat, and if you see I see sweat coming down my face, disregard that. But anyway, Carly agreed to go on a date. Well, Julie and Carly going on a date together. And before they go on the date, we have Alexis talking to Carly about Lucas, because Duke gave Alexis an idea to gave her an idea to test Lucas, Julian's other son, who apparently he knows nothing about. Julian's son, we all know Julian's son with Cheryl Stansberry. A lot of that stuff happened back in the day. I know the character of Lucas Jones because he was on the campus in 2006. He had a bit coming out of the closet storyline. But I don't know much about. I know a little bit about Cheryl Stansberry, but that was a little bit way before my time in the 80s. I wasn't born until 1992, but thanks to YouTube and stuff like that, I've seen scenes with the original Julian Jerome and Cheryl Stansberry. So apparently those are Lucas' biological parents, but we all know Tony Jones and Bobby Spencer, they adopted Lucas. But anyway, Alexis is basically trying to get Carly to contact Bobby or contact Lucas to see if he can consent to a DNA test and see if Julian Jerome will compare his DNA to Sam's DNA to see if Julian Jerome Julian Jerome was the same Julian she slept with back in the day, which is actually a pretty good idea. But Carly basically said she'll run it by Bobby. She'll talk to him about it and whatnot. And I've been hearing stuff about Lucas Jones possibly come back to the show as a recast character, of course. But I heard that's not currently in the cards as of right now. From what I hear, they want Sam to find out that Julian Jerome is her father before they bring Lucas back on. But anyway, but yeah, then we see Carly and Julian going on their date. Alexis basically. Carly tells Alexis she has a date with someone, and Julian pops up and said, "Here's my date now." And we can just tell in Alexis' eyes she's jealous. She's getting all jealous and telling them. Well, basically, asked Julian what's he doing there. Carly, he basically says she asked me out on a date and I agreed. And so Alexis basically tells him to have fun. And Julian explains to Carly that there's nothing going on between him and Alexis. That he's there to go on a date with her, and there's nothing going on with him and Alexis. Then we see Franco. Franco appears with Diane. Franco basically is trying to make Carly jealous by saying he's with Diane. He and Diane are a couple. And I would say that those things were kind of funny in a way, but it was just basically trying to make Carly jealous, and we all know it worked. And it doesn't seem like it went. Also in this episode, when when they were trying, the people were trying to make each other jealous. They wound up the jealousy actually worked. The plans that they came up with actually worked. Were starting to work. But anyway, because Carly, well, Franco leans over, well, kisses Diane, and Carly basically rushes over there um to basically break it up and ask what the hell is he doing and whatnot. And he tells Diane that he's gonna give her like 10% of his earnings from his art and whatnot. He's gonna give her 10% of his earnings, and and that basically Diane basically agrees that she's gonna play along with it and whatnot. And Franco says flat out says he's doing it to make Carly jealous. And then Carly basically says two could play at that game, so she goes over and grabs Julian and starts kissing him. And basically kisses him. Well, we all know she thinks he's Derek Wells, true enough, but she basically grabs him and they basically have a full blown makeout section. Anyway, moving on from that, that was some pretty fun scenes. I'm gonna talk about Maxie, Dante, and Lulu at the end of this video. I'm gonna talk about them at the very end of this video because I got a rant about that. It's some stuff because Lulu and Dante they got on my damn nerves in this episode. I'm telling you, Lulu and Dante got on my damn nerves in this episode. Let me talk about this dumbass teen scene. The episode actually started off with them. We actually see TJ in Kelly's, and I gotta say this: is TJ running Kelly's now? Cause we barely see Sean there. Sean is basically off doing shit for Sonny. TJ must basically be the person that runs Kelly's right now. Meanwhile, he's basically working. Then Taylor comes in and they get to talking and whatnot, and she basically says how TJ says how he never sees her anymore because she's always with Rafe, even though we know she ain't all. But well, we all know last time we saw them, they had this little, Rafe and Taylor made this little plan to try to break TJ and Molly up, but basically make them jealous because they're together. But I still think that dumbass plan is gonna backfire. But anyway, but yeah, she's basically going on and on saying how it's calling him Rafey and whatnot, dumbass nickname by the way, calling him Rafey and saying how she's into him now and how he's in a hurry or whatnot, and TJ is basically not buying it. He's basically like, basically asking her, how are you? I mean, you're not really with Rape. You're not really. She basically sitting there. In a way, no, he basically knows that because seriously, Taylor and Rafe barely even know each other. We haven't even seen them in any scenes together prior to any of this happening. So, that's what I don't get. Me, how are they? How they're? I mean, we know that they're a fake couple, but any fool would realize, basically sit there and realize how the hell are these two a couple. And then we cut to Molly and Rafe. I also got to talk about Sam and Silas too. We cut to Molly and Rafe. They're at Sam's apartment. Then out of nowhere they see Silas coming out with his shirt on, and the reason with his shirt off. The reason he has his shirt off because Danny spilled something on him and threw something at him or spilled something on him, and he had to come out of his shirt. His shirt was basically getting washed and dried and whatnot. And Rafe and Molly would have a notion that maybe Sam and Silas may be together, and they're basically sitting there saying it'd be great if they were to get Sam and Silas were to get together. Then Molly asked Rafe what's going on with him and Taylor and whatnot, and how it just seems like so out of the blue and whatnot. And you could tell Molly was jealous. She was getting all jealous and whatnot. But if I was Rafe, I'd say fuck Molly. That's just been me, because I'm like, okay, you didn't want me when I didn't have them. I didn't pretend to have anybody. When I didn't have, you didn't think I had someone. But now that you think I got someone, you act like you want me now. That's how Molly's coming across. If I was Rafe, I'd be like, fuck Molly. And TJ was acting the same way, acting all like kind of jealous and whatnot about Taylor and Rafe and whatnot. And I'm just gonna flat say I'm over this shit. I mean, it's stupid. I mean, this stuff would have been okay if it would have played out during the summertime, but because when they do the teen stuff during the summertime, if it would have played out during the summertime, this would have been I believe would have been a good story if it been the summertime. And I'm gonna say this about the new actress that plays Taylor. She's hot. I mean, she's a good looking girl. I mean, she's sexy, but her acting is okay. I mean, she's not bad, but I kind of prefer the original actress better. But the I haven't. This is like this is the third time we've ever seen her, but she's still gonna have to grow on me. I mean, she's okay, but she's still gonna have to grow on me. But anyway, but I'm gonna say this about this whole Rafe and Taylor fake relationship thing, because they wound up meeting TJ and Molly. Well, TJ and Taylor, Molly and Rafe meet TJ and Taylor back at Kelly's, and Taylor's all over Rafe saying, "I missed you, baby," and she is actually playing this off pretty well. True enough, she is playing this off pretty well. On Rafe, on the other hand, he's not playing this off at all. I mean, he's basically seeing like he's just someone that's going along with it. Taylor is basically selling this, trying to sell this, and Rafe isn't selling it at all, in my opinion. And then TJ and Molly basically sitting there. Well, TJ says he bought something from Molly and bought something for Danny, and they go up to, I guess, go up to TJ's room and go get it and whatnot. And you can tell throughout the whole time Molly's looking over, staring over there at Rafe and Taylor, and she's getting all jealous and whatnot. I'm like, so I'm over all that. But anyway, then Taylor and Rafe start having a conversation. They start talking about how they're playing, how Taylor's plan's working and whatnot, and how both TJ and Marley are both totally jealous and whatnot. And then TJ and Marley come back in and they basically want to know what's up with those two, how they need to get a room and whatnot. And you can tell both of them are just jealous as hell. And I'm like, and if I was Rafe or Taylor, if I was Rafe and Taylor, I'd get together for real. Because if they see this, I mean, they can see this as this. And I've been treated like that. I mean, a lot of girls. I've been like this. Been like that with me with girls too. Um, if I was raped, this is what I would do. I'd say fuck Molly and get screw just forget Molly and get with Taylor just fully get with Taylor because ain't no way I get with some girl that I'll still be wanting some girl that she didn't give me the time of day she didn't think when I didn't have anybody, but now that she think I got somebody, she want me now. That's that shit I don't like. I mean, I don't like that shit. Then let me talk about Sam and Silas. Um, Sam and Silas are basically sitting there having wine and having talking and whatnot, and one thing led to another. They were basically kissing. They got to kissing and whatnot, and they were about to head upstairs to the bed. Basically, they were finna get ready to have sex today. In today's episode, they were finna get ready to have sex, and we know they both wanted it. And it seemed like we haven't seen Sam have sex in a long time. Her last time she had sex with someone, well, I think it was Jason, but she hadn't had sex in a long time. But anyway, but yeah. So Sam need to get her. She need to get her coochie cleaned out. So she need to get it cleaned out. But anyway, see if it still works, which I'm pretty sure it does. But anyway, then Danny starts crying and whatnot, and they have to go up and take care of him and whatnot, and they're about to get ready to go back downstairs and I guess go at it again, and Silas gets a text or a page or something, and somebody pages him or texts him or something that they calling him back to the hospital. So their their fuck session all basically gets postponed. But anyway, they were okay today. I'm trying with Silas and Sam. I'm trying to give them a chance, but we're just gonna see how it goes. Now let me get into my little rant. This baby stuff with Maxie, Dante, and Lulu, I'm I'm sick of it already. I mean, we all know they know the truth, but Lulu and Dante are getting on my damn nerves. I mean, I'm gonna say this: what judge in their right mind would give Lulu and Dante custody of a baby when looking at how their family background? Looking at it this way: Dante's father is a mob boss. Is an alleged mob boss. That right there would kind of, and they know Sonny would be around the baby. And that right there would be for me if I was a judge, be grounds to not let them take care of a baby for them. It's not even theirs, and that they really have no legal right to the baby. Well, they really have no legal right to this baby. And we're also looking at it this way: Dante's mother is basically, in a way, she has all these dumbass visions. She's basically borderline a crazy person. She has all these damn visions. She ain't really in her right mind state at times. She could predict the future or whatnot, and that'll be for me. That'll be grounds for not for Dante and Lulu not to get the baby. Then looking at Lulu's side of the family, her mother is a former. Which, speaking of, is she even still on this? Is Laura even still on this damn show? Any of you guys know? Haven't heard anything from any sources or whatnot, but any of you guys know? Anybody heard that Laura, well, Jeannie Francis, is she even still on this show? I mean, because she hadn't been on the show in like forever. But anyway, but yeah, Laura is basically a former mental patient, former mental patient, and she could have a relapse or something like that. And also, we can't even. And Luke Spencer is like an international criminal. He's like wanted in like so many damn states. Luke Spencer's like a wanted criminal. But he also used to be in the mob, associated with the mob. You know, back in the day. But what I hear, he used to like run with Frank Smith, the Frank Smith's mob. I don't know much about that because I wasn't. We all know, I wasn't born then. But from like Wikipedia and like YouTube and stuff like that, Luke was heavily involved in the mob at one point. So I mean, what child what see what seriously what judge would like seriously sign over will give Dante and Lulu a baby. And plus, the biggest thing of all, the baby's not even fucking theirs. We know, I mean, Max and Spinelli is sitting there trying to say that they're not gonna back down. Lulu basically drew up, had Alexis draw up some papers to I guess basically had her draw up some papers to for them Max and Spinelli to sign over their legal rights because how they were gonna because but I will say Lulu was in a way I will agree with her. She was answering some good questions, asking some good questions. Like she was like, okay, you guys are willing to let us go off thinking this baby was biologically ours. That kind of made you and you since you guys were gonna do that, that makes them feel that they don't want the baby. Lulu was making some good points with that, but her and Dante were kind of getting on my damn nerves today about how saying that they don't Maxie and Spinelli don't deserve a child and whatnot, and Lulu saying Maxie doesn't deserve a child and whatnot. I'm like, Lulu, didn't like a couple of years ago you aborted a child when you got pregnant when you and Dylan Quartermain were hunching on the damn boathouse floor? Didn't you I recall you having getting pregnant and aborting a baby. I mean, they can somehow Maxie Spinelli should bring that up too. But anyway, I'm done with this damn storyline. But anyway, let me know how you guys feel about today's episode. I personally think this episode should have been entitled Jealousy. My personal opinion, these should have been entitled Jealousy because everybody was fucking jealous in this episode. But anyway, let me know how you guys feel about today's episode. Leave me a comment below. Anyway, this is Dominic. This is Dominic checking out. Peace. God bless. And I'm out.